I'm just gonna spray this with some PB and let it sit. Spray all this stuff a little PB. As you can see, I still have this cough, people, but the videos must go on, so I do feel a little bit better. I'm not going to overwork myself, but I'm definitely want to get these videos out for you guys because I am very excited to do them myself, so I want to keep them going. Now, I'm very excited to do the videos. The first thing I want to do is remove the coil packs from on top, then remove the valve covers and the head. I am very interested to see where my coolant is disappearing. Maybe it could be that the head gasket was kind of going, because sometimes even if the head gasket goes, right, there have been some cases where I've seen the water and the oil does not actually mix. Sometimes it could just evaporate. I don't know what happens, but there have been cases where I really haven't seen any oil and water mix and the head gasket has blown. I don't know if that's possible to some people, but it's not necessarily true that the water, if it's excessive or so, majority of the time, yes, it does mix, but there have been times where I really haven't seen it mix. And I've seen it in only 2 cars already. I don't know if my truck is one of them. We'll see. Also, there is a misfire that the computer doesn't pick up on the truck, but my scanner does pick it up, and I can feel it when I'm sitting. You can just feel when it misfires. Sometimes I think it was cylinder 7 and 4 that randomly misses. And yeah, so I'm hoping that this engine rebuild fixes all my problems, plus I will feel better cleaning out the entire sludge that's in the engine. I'll feel a lot better knowing that I rebuilt it, that it'll be perfect for me. It'll run the way I want it to run. And I'm just excited to get the truck back on the road and see how it feels and have this beauty last as long as I can make it, and take it down with me to Florida when I'm ready to move, and you know, whatever. So that truck's gonna be in the family for a very long time, you know. So let's get over to Home Depot. Let's do some road footage. Ooh, look what we parking right next to. An Avalanche. Look at that beauty. Psych, I like to park a little bit away from people. So we're gonna park far away, cause ain't nobody hitting these whips today, boy. Alright, we are here in Home Depot, so I'm gonna go and get those bolts needed to put the engine on the engine stand. See you in a few. Alright guys, so JMA Motorsports came through for me again. Thanks Johnny, he gave me 4 bolts to put it in and hold up my engine on the stand. I did go to Home Depot and I could not find any, due to the fact that Home Depot didn't have any to help me with. So now we're gonna head back to the man cave and put this engine on its stand and start to work on it. So let's head out. Okay. We have arrived to the man cave, so let's get started on this video. What's up, guys? How you guys all doing? And we are finally back in the man cave. So I got the bolts from JMA Motorsports. Good friend Johnny, he lent them to me because Home Depot didn't have what I needed. So this is an M10 by 1.5 size bolt. It's a metric. Let me throw this back in the bag so I don't lose them. So I got 4 of them, a little bit longer size to fit into my engine on the stand. If there's too much room left, I'll just space it out with some spacers. So anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna put this on the engine stand. I'm actually gonna leave the Avalanche in the garage. I don't feel like pushing it out. I had it to jack the transmission up and have it holding because apparently this engine actually holds the transmission up at the same time as well. When I pulled it out, the transmission dropped a little bit and I noticed it, so I just jacked it up and everything is fine. So, well, at least I think everything is fine. When I drive the truck, then I'll know if I really messed anything up, which I don't think I did, and I hope I did not. But anyway, let's get this engine on the stand, so stay tuned. Here I mark my flywheel and my 2 top bulbs. This will help me place my flywheel back in the right spot. I do not like a dirty shop. All this is coolant that's spilled. I'm gonna clean this up, lay some cardboard on the floor, and then tomorrow we're gonna take apart this engine. I'm gonna write, jot down a few notes, jot down a little script that I wanna say while doing the engine for you guys. So I wanna make sure I get all my facts straight about this engine because I don't really know much about this type of engine. This is the first time I'm ever working, actually my second time I'm ever working on one of these engines. The first time I was playing around and helping out someone. I didn't really care about what information that it has on it. I definitely want to dive more into detail with this engine and walk it step by step with you guys through the breakdown as well as what parts are, what they're called. And also when I'm rebuilding it, the rebuild steps, the right torques, and everything that's needed. So you guys can do this at home as well. So just give me a moment, let me clean up real quick. So what I'm gonna do now is move out everything from this corner. I was gonna put the engine on the other side of the room, and or I was gonna move out the Avalanche and put it outside. I don't want to move out the Avalanche and put it outside because I don't want the transmission hanging, so I'd rather just leave it right here, already set to the lift. And I don't feel like moving my toolbox to put it on the other side, and I feel like there's enough room for me to actually comfortably work. I'm not a big guy. I just have to move some stuff out of the way and put it on the side that I'm really not using, on the driver's side of the truck, and then when I'm ready to get to that side, I just move everything back. So as of right now, we're just gonna move out everything and lay down our cardboard. This is GM's 5.3 V8 Vortec engine with a longitudinal block and a compression ratio of 9.6 to 1. This engine has a max speed of 6,000 RPM. It also has a tow capacity of 7,900 pounds on a 4-wheel drive system as well as 8,100 on a 2-wheel drive system. Let's get into the block. Alrighty guys, so I finally got the engine on the stand in the most awkward way possible. I don't even want to talk about how I did it. Let's just say it was pretty dangerous. And I don't think I'm gonna attempt that side again. We're gonna have to figure out some way to get it back on the hoist. But anyway, it's here. I'm safe, you're safe, we're all safe. We're gonna start this engine tomorrow. I'm gonna start taking apart everything. I just wanna clean out the workspace and make sure that it's okay for me to work in, and I'm not gonna have any hazards by tripping or whatever. So I took off the flywheel in order to put the engine on the stand. And you know, I marked the bolts, I marked the flywheel so I can remember that it goes up, and because the flywheel is kind of like a balance piece from what I know, and I just want to make sure that it goes back on the same spot. As for this engine, it's going to be a complete rebuild. Nothing's going to be reused. Everything's going to be brand new. Even if it's still good and it hasn't been leaking, it's going to be brand new. The only thing I might reuse is this valve cover gasket on this new one, because I recently changed this not too long ago and the gasket's still good, so I think I'll just keep that on there. This older one I'll definitely swap out. It's not leaking, but I'll swap out anyway. And as for everything else, head gasket, rear main seal, every single thing I'm just swapping out. It's going to be brand new. That way I don't have to worry about any leaks. The truck has 140,000 miles, I believe, on it, or 137 or something, so I'm just gonna take precaution and do it there as I have the engine out, and then snap everything back in later on. Water pump is new. All I have to get is a gasket for the pump, because those gaskets are smush gaskets. So, well, I call them smush gaskets, but I'm sure there's something else, there's a different name. What I mean by smush gaskets is when they go in and it smushes against the other, when it smushes against the block, that gasket is no longer usable when you pull it out. Same as the intake gaskets. Those I'm gonna get brand new, but the kit that I'm ordering will come with that. I'll definitely leave a link in the description below of the kit that I'm ordering. But before I really order the kit and start getting into all of those stuff, I want to break down the engine first. I want to take the heads and the block to a machine shop, have them professionally look at it for me, have them clean it up, get out all the gunk, cut it if it needs to be cut, pressure test it, make sure there's no cracks, and make sure that this engine is good to withstand another lifetime. So after doing that, if he ends up cutting my block a few thou over, then I'll end up buying the exact kit that I need with the piston rings to go that size that he cut. If it's all good and he doesn't have to shave anything, cut anything, and everything is perfect and it just needs cleaning, I'm just gonna buy the standard kit, which comes with the standard size pistons and whatever. So I look forward to this build, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys continue to follow me. I know you guys probably wanted to see me start tearing into this thing today. I just really want to clean up everything, make sure it's good. I'm now getting over a sickness. I'm still feeling kind of sick anyway. Occasionally I cough in and out. I'm trying not to cough in the videos, but I can't help this one, so hold on. Alright, feel better already. So, we're gonna get cranking into this thing tomorrow, and I think what I'm gonna get off first is the dipstick, the exhaust manifolds. One of the bolts did break in the exhaust manifolds. I was trying to get them out while I was in the truck, but I couldn't get out the last bolt, so I left them in there. And my dipstick wasn't coming out, so I couldn't get off this side. So they're just hanging in there. One of the bolts, like I said, is broken off, so you're gonna see me trying to drill it out. Hopefully I don't damage the heads. And yeah, worst case scenario, I damage the head, I just have to get another head. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's money that I don't really need to spend, but I'll just buy another head and hope that, you know, let's just hope that I don't need another head, and let's just say that I'm confident enough and that I'm skilled enough to drill out that stud and everything is good, and then I can take it to get clean and whatnot. And let's just hope that he does not have to recut anything, and he says that it's perfect and I can just use standard everything. That'd be awesome and make my stuff a whole lot easier. But yeah, I'm still contemplating whether to let him rebuild the head and you know, put in the pistons and piston rings for me, because he has all the tools and I don't have a lot of those tools. So I rather just bring the kit when he tells me what it needs and order it, bring it to him, let him put it in, and I'll film everything as he's doing it and ask them to explain what's going on if they're okay with doing that. If not, then I'll probably have to find another machine shop who's okay with doing it, because I want to get these contents, I want to get the content for you guys to help you understand what's going on and let you guys try this at your own pace and your own time when you're ready for yours. There's a lot of gunk in this engine, so I can't wait to get this clean, and I cannot wait to basically have it like a brand new truck. I can't wait to feel what it feels like. I'm sure horsepower is definitely going to increase, probably not by a lot, but by some. That's a noticeable difference. And yeah, I'll get new freeze plugs, whatever comes with the kit, so I'll show you guys that later on. So thank you all for watching this episode of me trying to get on this engine on the stand. Also, me cleaning the surface and putting my cardboard down, and me just doing other stuff throughout the day. So thank you all for watching. I'm still a little sick, so I'm gonna start this tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better. So if you're a new viewer to my channel and you stumbled here, consider subscribing and also hit that bell notification on top so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. For those who are watching my videos and are my returning subscribers, I thank you all again. Every video I'm always going to thank you guys, because without you guys, without you viewing, this channel would be pointless. And it lets me know that I'm doing, you know, good stuff here to help a lot of people, and people are very friendly online. I've only had probably one hater throughout my whole YouTube career in the past 2 years, and whatever, I don't really care about haters, but I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I hope you all continue to keep watching for the years to come. And I hope you guys really enjoy this special Avalanche build. It's for you Chevy guys, it's for anyone who loves this stuff. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.